This video will help you install any one of Jungle Software's software products on a Macintosh, as the install process is pretty much the same no matter which product you install. This video goes over the Macintosh install procedure only. If you have Windows, we also have a quick tutorial for that. Now, why do we have a whole video to help you install our products, you might ask? Well, Apple has made it increasingly more difficult over the years to install software that is not purchased from their store. But we're going to go over all the installation issues you might have in this video. Okay, so let's first make sure you downloaded the correct file from our website. If you downloaded Gorilla, go to your Downloads folder. You should have a file there called GFM, as in Macintosh, and then 3 numbers, which indicate the version. At the time of the creation of this video, the latest version is 6.1.0. So the file you are looking for is a zipped file called gfm610.zip. Go ahead and double-click this file to expand it. This will unzip to a DMG file. Double-click that, and you will see the DMG install screen. Now, if you are downloading StoryO, for example, the file name would be S as in Sam, or S as in Story, FM, and then the version. So, for example, SFM220. And if you downloaded Chimpanzee, the file name would be CFM, and then the version. So, for example, CFM176. So pretty much the first letter of the file is also the first letter of the name of the software. This is what the Gorilla zipped file breaks down to, and this is what the StoryO file would probably look like. What would change is the version number at the end. Now, once you have a screen like this on your Mac, before you drag the program folder to your applications folder, let's check a few things to make sure it installs properly. First, let's check your security settings. From the Apple pull-down menu, select System Preferences. Then, select the Security and Privacy button. Unlock the lock with your Macintosh password. Then, under Allow Apps Downloaded From, select Anywhere. If you are worried about this setting, you can always come back later to the security and privacy and change it back to where it was before. But in order to install any of our software, you will have to allow full access. Okay, once this is done, you can close this window. This is the most important setting, so at this point, try dragging the program folder, whether it be Gorilla or StoryO or Chimpanzee, to the Applications folder as this screen shows. Once complete, close this window and go to the Applications folder. Now, if you installed Gorilla, you will see a Gorilla 6 folder. If you installed StoryO, you will see a StoryO 2 folder. Open it. Inside that, you will find a few folders, but the one you want to open is the Gorilla 6.1.0 folder. Again, this is the current version of Gorilla, so it could be a later version. Similarly, with StoryO or Chimpanzee or Koala Call Sheets, find the folder with the name of the software you were installing, followed by the version number. Inside this folder, you will see a Gorilla application icon. It's pretty easy to identify. For StoryO, you will see a StoryO application icon. Go ahead and double-click it, and the program should launch. Now, if you see an error message here, keep watching because I'm going to address any error messages in a minute. If the program launches properly, you will see a splash screen, and then the license agreement. Go ahead and click Accept. The next screen will be the registration screen. Now, if you are just trying the demo For any of the Jungle products, click the Demo button. If you are ready to register, enter your name and company name exactly as they appear in your registration email. Now, this is important. It has to be exact. If the email you received has a company name that says, for example, Jungle Films, LLC, period, you have to enter it exactly like that. Also, if you registered with a tilde or any non-English characters that have an accent over the A or the E or any other letter, contact Jungle Software, as the registration process cannot accept those non-English characters, and you might have to be reissued a new serial number. And that's it. You're ready to go. Check out the other training videos to get started using the software. The rest of this video goes over problems with installing or launching the software. If you receive the Java runtime error message, which looks like this, you will have to install the Java runtime application. Apple deleted that program from some of the recent operating systems for reasons unknown to us. So if you receive that error, I'm going to show you how to fix that. Go back to the DMG file and open the Java text message. Here, you will find a couple of links depending on the operating system you have. Click on the link and download the Java runtime from the Java website. After you download it, run it. If the link is no longer active, go to our tech support page for a more recent link or download, or go to www.java.com. Another possible error you might receive on a Mac after you enter your serial number is the file not modifiable error. If you receive this message, this is because something is preventing the application from writing to the directory that it is in, usually the applications folder. A possible solution here is to move the entire Gorilla 6 folder or StoryO 2 folder, or whatever application you are having problems with, out of the applications folder and into a different directory where you have full read and write privileges. Or you can try changing the privileges for this folder. In order to change the privileges, select the program folder, in this case StoryO 2, and select Get Info from the File pull-down menu. On the bottom of the window, you will see Sharing and Permissions. Make sure all are set to read and write. Unlock the lock using your Macintosh password, and then select Apply to Enclosed Items here. Close the window and try launching again. If it launches, you are set. If it doesn't, move on to the next step, and that's moving the program folder out of the applications folder. Now, let me explain this. StoryO and Gorilla and the rest of our software is built in a database which must read and write to the folder every time you make a change. If the program does not launch, your Macintosh is not allowing the read-write process to execute in the applications folder. So let's move the program folder out of the applications folder to the desktop or to another folder like the documents folder that allows full read and write access. When moving any folder out of the applications folder, you cannot drag it out. You need to copy it using the copy command and then paste it. Then try launching the software. And lastly, if it still does not launch properly, try repairing your file permissions using Disk Utility if you are using OS X Yosemite or below. You can find the Disk Utility program in your Applications Utilities folder, and then clicking on Repair Disk Permissions. If you are using El Capitan or above, after attempting all of the above solutions, simply restarting your Macintosh will most likely fix the issue. If you are still having problems launching the software, please contact us.